Honestly, why do I feel like we should just sit here and play Uno and just like
I'm fucking
record?
crying. No.
School stories, ranking 2000s trends, songs, or movies.
I don't know. Not enough.
Red flags, green flags. Are we talking about that already?
No.
What do we find in our red flags and green flags?
Nope.
I feel like I need to write those down.
Why'd you bring it up as a topic?
They were like, we need the first episode to drop already.
I set up the YouTube.
Thank you for coming to episode 9.
Oh my gosh, shut the fuck up.
This is where we conclude.
No. We haven't even said their intro.
What's up? This and Yap. No topic.
We are struggling currently for a topic, so we're just welcome to episode 9. It's kind of like random stuff. Why don't we just do all of them and just put them in one? Like, just run them, like how you brought out the red flags and green flags, how you want to do pop culture, and you could tell me some shit that I don't know. How I could tell you that I'm boring because apparently, since I don't follow pop culture, she thinks I'm boring. And it's like, I don't follow those things. The only thing I followed was Love Island. Season 6 specifically. I'm in love with Leah Kateb and Miguel. Please. Hi.
That is pop culture.
I know, that's the only pop culture.
Music that you listen to is pop culture.
Well, like, I don't pay attention of, like, what's my top rates or which ones I'm listening to most. It's more like I pick a mix and I'm just like, all right, this is the vibe.
Yeah, but if there's, like, an artist that you follow that's going on tour or dropping a new album or... Will you shut the fuck up for, like, 2 seconds, please?
No.
I'm giving you examples.
Well, then what are you following, Jeanette? Because apparently I'm not.
Yeah, what do you follow? What is on your feed then? Like on your
Podcast
Instagram
right now. I've been watching
or...
The Basement Yard, which they're fucking funny. I love
Pop
them.
culture!
She's getting so mad. I don't consider it pop culture because I think of it more as a podcast.
They are literally pop culture.
Okay, sorry. So I follow The Basement Yard, and they're fucking funny, and I recommend them.
Did you see them do Pilates?
Yeah, I watched that whole thing. It was so funny. Drinking with Seth Meyers.
Okay.
That's always super funny. The one that he did with Paul Rudd. I watch Hot Ones. That shit's entertaining.
I love Hot Ones.
I love Hot Ones. Can I please go on it? I just really want to like experience that moment. I know I'm gonna regret it at the end, but I would love to try it.
You know you can buy it.
I'm not asking to buy. I'm just asking to volunteer myself and let everyone watch me.
Episode?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Because I know I'm gonna like die at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Just in the bathroom, but like I would love to try it. No, just like, you know, if you ever see this, which I doubt, please.
We'll tag Hot Ones at the end.
Please, like, hello.
First we feast.
What do you do? Who are you?
Who am I? I don't know. Let's see. I have been watching The Great. I feel like I'm so behind on that show.
The Great?
Yeah. It's with Elle Fanning.
Oh, my parents finished it.
Yeah, I'm
in like
so behind.
3 weeks, it felt like.
There's a couple seasons, yeah.
So they finished it though quick, and I was like, all right.
I'm super behind. I've been really lazy.
It's okay.
Like I get home and then I start doing other things. Then I'm like, oh, this whole time I could have been like playing The Great in the background.
Oh, so you have
like,
ADHD?
No, it's like I'm folding clothes and scrolling on TikTok when I could have just been playing it in the background, you know, to like continue to watch.
But wouldn't that be hard? Because like, wouldn't you want to pay attention if you're trying to?
Story's really easy to follow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, an occasionally true story is what it says.
That's what you get from your dad then, because you always say that he's watching some crazy like crime stuff.
But that's not true crime.
Oh well, same like you know like bubble
yeah,
realm.
kind of. I actually haven't been keeping up with true crime recently. I know the Menendez brothers are going to a retrial right now.
Cool.
Got to keep up with that. I don't have to keep up with that, I guess. And then obviously the Diddy stuff is coming up right now in trial, but I haven't. I think it's only like day 2 or day 3 or something. But already some crazy shit has been said. Yeah. There's that one that everyone was talking about, Natalia Grace.
No idea.
No,
I have no idea who you're talking about.
The girl with dwarfism.
Oh, yeah, because she has like a bunch, like there's like shows.
Yeah, so I watched the documentary, and now I want to go and watch the actual Hulu series.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and that's with the girl from Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy needs to stop.
I've never seen a single episode. Of
Okay,
Grey's
like the
Anatomy.
first few seasons are good. I don't know to like see. I don't know when we stop, but like I don't know how they're getting renewed so much. No offense to the show, but just I swear to God, like the hospital needs to like blow up for this series to stop. Like I don't know where they keep getting more and more shit.
I didn't even think like any of the original cast is on there anymore.
No,
right?
it's just like 3 or 4 of them.
Oh.
Like the OGs. That's when I'm saying you should watch it till.
Yeah.
And that's it. But yeah, I don't even watch it more, but just more like I seen texts. I was like, this hospital needs to fucking blow up. Like, that's funny.
I keep seeing a lot of clips on TikTok about Eva Longoria and whatever show she was in. I finally
Modern
figured
Family?
out. Nope, that's Sofia Vergara.
Oops.
Eva Longoria is the one that graduated from CSUN.
Cool.
Fun fact, Master's in Chicano Studies.
Cool.
Okay.
I messed up the Hispanic Latinos, so sorry.
Yes, you did. Eva Longoria, it was apparently in Desperate Housewives, which I've never seen Desperate Housewives. I had heard of it, but those clips keep coming up on my TikTok, and I'm like, wow, I really want to watch that show. You know, like when you see clips of episodes, like random TV shows, and you're like, what TV show is that?
Oh, yeah.
Apparently it's Desperate Housewives, and now I kind of want to watch it.
Fun.
Yeah.
I can't get into that. That's too much drama. You know what's good drama, though? Traitors.
I've never heard of that.
Oh, it's so good. I recommend it. It's on Peacock. And the guy, it's just so tea. It's just tea.
What is it?
It's honestly like a big game of Mafia.
Oh.
It honestly, like the similarity, it's Traders is like Mafia, but also they do challenges where they can earn money for the.
Oh, so real people.
It's real people.
Oh, okay.
And like at the end, they do a roundtable of who they think the traitors are, and then someone gets booted out based on votes, and then you have to like tell them if they're a traitor or faithful. It's crazy drama. It's so much tea. This most recent season was like crazy.
I don't know why that reminds me of that. There was that YouTube channel that would do like 6 versus 1, or it'd be like who's not the real person. Oh my god.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I've seen little clips on YouTube, not YouTube, TikTok. But yes, it's like these guys run it or something.
Yeah. And it's like spot the fake, and if the group decides on who the fake is, then they win the money.
Oh,
you know which one I'm talking about?
No, not with money. I'm thinking about a different one then.
No, it's this YouTube channel that
they just do like random bits of it, stuff like that.
They do all kinds of things. They do like spectrum, like can you agree or disagree on things?
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
I've never seen one with money though.
Yeah, so it's the same channel, and it's like, okay, 6 people are girls, and you have to find the boy. But then they like
there's one I think about then from that where you have to figure out which one's the not drunk one.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, like everyone's saying I'm not drunk, and you tell flat out from just the roll call who's drunk.
Yeah, but yeah. So I think it's that same. YouTube.
Yeah.
That's kind of what.
But I've never seen, like I said, I've never seen one with money. So
yeah, it's always with the money. So it's like, you know, they at least that 6-person one is always money, I think. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am wrong.
Maybe you're just deluluing that there's money.
And now I'm mixing like Mr. Beast with.
I know, honestly. But
Mr. Beast was at an Angels game recently.
Cool.
And
I honestly don't care.
They had to move him like out of his section because of the amount of fans that were trying to get to him. And they were like, "Sir, you're causing too much drama. Like, you need to move."
That's funny.
I think he's problematic.
I think so too. But that's all I gotta say. Like, I don't have like. That's all. That's the only comment I got. Shit. What was the other topics that there was there? We're just gonna go through random stuff.
ChatGPT.
Yeah, we use a lot of ChatGPT to like find like topics, but like we're just gonna pick random ones at this point. I think this one's gonna be a pretty random episode. But
trying new things and talking about the experience. Can't really do that at the moment.
Why can't you?
At this exact moment in time. What are we going to try and talk about?
Oh, I thought you meant like what we've been like trying new things on.
Oh, I guess.
I thought that's what you meant.
I thought it meant like let's go try new things and talk about it, which we can't really try.
Oh, I thought I took it in the perspective of like, oh, like we've tried certain things out and like what we've thought about them.
It could be. What have you tried out?
I've been doing a lot of solo events, so I went to concerts, which I feel fun. Those are fun. I've made friends like in line, which was cool. I like I think I said in my previous podcast, Damas in Los Angeles and Happy Girl Club, and I made friends with that. So I've been going to also other events that I've always wanted to experience now with other people that want to do it, or they post. We have like a group chat going on, so I'm going to like an event that's like a day DJ set on Sunday.
You do a lot of those.
I think that's the new thing. That's a new thing. I go to a lot of DJ sets because, like, a lot of it's on my feed on TikTok, and I've always wanted to go to these people. So, like, I always hit up people or I go. I think I have not yet gone on my own. I've gone at least with someone, but it's a vibe. I like dancing, so like that's why I kind of just like good music, good vibes. I'm just there to like get down, and that's it. I'm not much. Like, I think it's really nice. I've been going to a lot of museums by myself.
Nice.
I recently went to one that I found in Beverly Hills that's free to the public.
Oh.
I forgot the name of it.
Thank you so much.
But they had this whole room. It's like a cinematography like thing for like 45 minutes. It was so beautiful, and it's pitch black in the room. It's just 3 giant screens, and it just felt so like I just was feeling the motions of the stories, and I was just like, damn. It was really cool. I really liked it. But yeah, I've been going to museums by myself. I've been this is new for us, doing podcasts and actually sticking through it, which has been nice. I mean, I've been enjoying it.
Yeah. No, it's fun. I think it's just hectic trying to find scheduling like time and also topics apparently.
I think it's just because we know we're near the end for at least this season.
Yeah. And also I think it's because, you know, we don't live close, so then it's like, okay,
she lives in Narnia and I live in Timbuktu.
So, like, one of us always has to cut through LA traffic,
which sucks. And right now it's graduation season, so like the traffic it took me 2 hours to get here, which usually takes me at least 55 minutes.
Yeah, I think the
2 hours
the best no traffic could take us like 45 to 50.
Yeah, and we're also like zooming kind of hard, low key, like Mario Kart energy. But yeah, I mean, it's difficult, but like we make it work. And I think, overall though, I feel like we're having a great time.
Random thing that just popped into my brain. You know, the other day my mom was like, why didn't you post for Bri's birthday on the Instagram account? And I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, yeah, don't you have access to the This and Yap account? And I was like, no, but also I didn't think about that.
I didn't think about that either. Oh, like, shit.
Oops, we didn't post for your birthday.
I turned 26, but honestly, the Disney podcast says that, so
yeah.
Well, I'll do that for yours. Okay. Be a start, because I know I've been posting there for holidays and shit.
Yeah, you posted for Mother's Day, and then I was like, oh damn, we forgot your birthday.
I even forgot. That's funny.
Yeah,
but
not bad.
Shit, what was I talking about?
You were talking about, you know, straightening the podcast, and the drive was really shitty through LA.
Like, yeah, today was shit. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, we figure it out. I think we're just, at this point, still entertaining ourselves.
Yes.
In our perimeter.
I don't think we've gotten bored yet, which is good.
Yeah, and I think, you know, with the stuff that's coming up for us, like, we're going to have a lot more to talk about late in season 2. But we'll be back from that. But we, you know, like, we're adults now. Again, kind of goes with the main thing that we're in our mid-20s. We're trying to adjust so much shit.
Yeah.
We're adding more to our stuff of our life, you know? I mean, things are going to continuously change. Things are changing around us.
If we're ever bored, I have a lot of friends who are like, invite me on the podcast. I want to be on the podcast.
Yeah, no, I've gotten also a lot of interest, too.
We should do it. We should just start having people on the podcast.
I know. I've thought about it.
But they should either come to my house or your house. We're not meeting at a third location.
Yeah, sorry, no.
You're either going to Bri's house or you're going to my house, and that's where we're meeting, and that's that. You're working on our schedule.
Yeah, honestly.
Respectfully, love you all.
Yeah, respectfully. But like, yeah, no, I've gotten people who have their own businesses to come on, and like, I honestly thought it would be cool. Like, a lot of Latinas, like Damas in Los Angeles, like, they hit me up, being like, if you ever want to guest, I'm like, oh, bet. And it would be kind of like a good, like, production. Yeah. I think it would be really fun. Honestly, the first season we wouldn't do it, because the second season I felt like it would be a heavier approach, because then we kind of have a groove. Yeah. But yes, that's like the plan. The future plan for this podcast is definitely to have guests eventually, like either with Jeanette and myself together, or even just Jeanette or myself. But it honestly would be a definitely cool vibe to like network and like learn about other people's stuff or random topics with friends or learning about businesses and why they started, because like it would be cool.
Yay, exciting.
We've even have some that we may go to. No, well, did you?
Yes.
But who knows? You may see us featured in on also podcasts as well.
Yeah. Have we done like dating stories?
No.
Oh my god, do you want to talk about like the dates that we've gone on?
Rough. Sure.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Dating stories.
Sorry, my headphones feel like they're falling off. Jesus Christ. But yeah, dating stories.
Oh god. I always, whenever someone's like, what's your worst dating story? I always tell that one that I had to call you.
Which
Remember
one?
that?
Oh, yes. I don't know.
Oh god.
You've called me a couple things.
I think I've
just
only
like
called you
like aftermath of certain ones.
Yeah. But like to get me out of a date, I've only called you once.
So let's start with that story.
Okay. So it was I don't even remember when it was, sometime last year. Mm-hmm. And I had gone on a date with this guy. We went to Korean barbecue.
Okay.
And nice dude, cool guy, whatever, chatting, texting, everything was fine. We get to Korean barbecue and, you got to cook it, right? So you need like arm room, to cook. And he decides that he wants to sit right next to me. And I'm left-handed. So he sits on my left side. Already I'm like, okay, great. I'm going to have no mobility. And now he's trying to cook in this little booth that is much smaller than this couch. And I'm like, great. I have no mobility. And then I'm like literally on the edge of the freaking booth. Homeboy, I look at his hands. Dirt. And don't look at my nails. Dirt underneath his fingernails. And I was like, that's gross. Like, you're cooking my food. That's gross. And so whatever, we eat, we talk, fine. We leave the restaurant. Now we're at my car and he's like, so you want to keep hanging out? Like, what do you want to do? And I was like, oh, I don't know. Like, you asked me out. Like, what plans? Like, what do you want to do? And he was like, we could go to Signal Hill. And I was like, we're not going to Signal Hill.
The fuck is in Signal Hill? Signal
Hill is like 20 minutes Long Beach. It's just like a place. It's like a overlook of the city.
No, he wanted to hook up with you.
And it's like, it's in the middle of, like residential.
Okay.
So it's not exactly like a secluded area. Like a lot of people like walk their dogs and take walks there. And I was like, I'm not about to go like make out with you at Signal Hill.
Yeah,
like that's not what I'm doing here. And at that point, I was trying to leave. I was like, you got dirty fingernails. I've had to sit here awkwardly for the last, 45 minutes. I'm trying to leave. And he, would not get the hint. So on the side, I texted Bri. I was like, call me, please. Get me out of this. And I think you were, questioning me. And I was like, I just need you to call me right now. Be a homegirl.
Yeah, because you never really explained it. So you're like...
But we had a secret code. You never... So, yeah, I had to basically tell her, make up a lie or something. And she calls me, makes up a lie. Probably
it's very dramatic. It was probably a bad one, but it sounded really dramatic.
Yeah, she was very dramatic. And I hang up the phone and I was like, I'm so sorry. My best friend needs me. I have to go. And he was like, oh, okay. I think he knew that it did not go well. And he was like, well, I'll text you. And I was like, yeah. And I never texted him again. It was bad.
Fun story. We got free food though from Korean barbecue.
Which I'd like to say, I never use men for free food, okay? Yeah. When I go on these dates, it's because I think you're a cool person and I want to get to know you more.
Valid.
But when you show up invading my personal space, when it's a small booth and you have dirty-ass fingers, I'm done.
That's one of your red flags.
That is one of my red flags.
There we go.
Dirty fingernails.
There you go.
Hygiene, please.
Yeah. All right. So one that pops into my head, I remember... This is probably the second day I went on this with this guy.
Okay.
We went to a barcade in Highland Park. I want to see if you remember because I called you too.
Oh.
I called you after. I called 3 people, guys. I called 3 people after because I'm just the aftermath. I'm like, I'm not wrong for doing this, right?
Okay.
I concluded that shit, but I also low key killed his ego in the same moment.
Oh, this is sounding vaguely familiar. Keep talking.
Okay, wait. So we went to this barcade. It was it's an arcade and has a bar. I had a drink prior.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
A barcade?
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up.
Okay, sorry. I just had to.
I know. Sorry. I'm a little lala. I'm a little tired driving.
Sorry.
But, so I had a drink prior because I got there early. And he called me saying he's running late. So I was like, okay, whatever. I kind of don't care. And I was just chilling. And I was playing some games. And then he comes in. And everything was fine. Everything was chill and everything. And at the end of it, though, he kept, we had a kiss. And kiss, okay, everyone knows, like, there's good kisses and bad kisses.
Yeah.
This one was shit because literally I felt like it was so bad that I remembered that I didn't know where to put my arms.
Oh, I do remember that one.
So I didn't know where to put my arms. I felt frozen. I think my arms were like straight flat on the freaking my sides, and he moaned during the kiss, and I was like, absolutely not. I remember I just got so disgusted immediately, and then at the end of it, I was frozen, like low key, but I was like still okay. And he just kept he licked his lips, like, and then he looked at me up and down, and he kept pushing for the next day to be at my apartment when we were still living there. And I was like, dude's just trying to get some at this point. Because when I saw him look me up and down, I honestly felt like, okay, this man's looking at me like a piece of meat, and I'm not that. That's a fucking red flag. If you're just looking at me and my body and my legs, like, fuck no. Like, no. My personality, it says a lot. And so I opened my car door, and I just, like, he kept saying, like, oh, the next day we should be at your place, we could watch a movie and all this stuff. I was like, yeah, like, for sure, I'll let you know, like, the schedule's busy. And I was, like, midway in my car, and he's like, I'll give you another kiss. So I let him, and I was like, okay. And
did it get any better?
Huh?
Did it get any better?
Absolutely not. I just remember saying in some perimeter, which was so shitty of me, but then again, it is what it is. What did I say? I can't remember, but it was probably in some realm where, not saying that he kisses bad. I said in a realm of like, I don't know.
Like, try better next time.
I don't know, bro. I don't know, but either way, I killed his ego, because, or
maybe you were like, it's been better.
In my head, it's been better. Absolutely. I've had kisses where I felt like electrocuted. But yeah, no. I killed his ego at the end of it, and then I didn't hear from him since. So, which is fine. I don't want to hear from him at all. But then I remember I called you first, and then I called my sister. And then I called my other sister. Yeah. And I had this whole debrief with them. They're like, it's okay that this was ugly. I was like, good, because this was awful. Yeah. But yeah, I don't like when someone's like looking me up and down like a piece of meat. Like, dude, no. And licks his lips. And you got a moan and a kiss? Yo.
It's not that serious, my guy.
I know. Like, Jesus.
Did I tell you? I think I told you. Oh, I definitely told you. About the one that gave me like Ted Bundy vibes.
No.
I was like, or no, I'm sorry, Jeffrey Dahmer vibes. I was like, you're going to kill me, you weirdo.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, sorry. Wrong serial killer. Jeffrey Dahmer, because he had Dahmer glasses. Like, he had those big glasses.
That's funny.
And he was tall and really skinny, and I was like, you're kind of weird. Like, he just I don't know, his whole vibe was just sleazy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I remember one pushing to, like, barely meeting him, like the second or third week, talking to him that to come to a family party. I was like, fuck no.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely not, ladies and gentlemen.
That's intense.
That's a little intense.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's probably the only shitty date.
Yeah, there's another
because
one.
I don't
sorry.
I don't go on dates often, and I also deleted my apps too. I'm not on any shit anymore. So I don't go on dates anymore. So oh my god. So my date story's a little limited. I just have one date ones, and they're eliminated, or just random talking stages, and I'm like, you're eliminated.
There was the one, I don't know, I think I had told you, I think I was also talking to my coworker about this, the one that was like, I only own like sweatpants, the frat boy that I went on a date with.
Oh yes.
Where he was like, I either own sweatpants or suits, because he also worked at an enterprise, I think. And I was like, can you come dressed like in jeans? And he was like, no, this is who I am. And I was like, oh, haha, like, you're joking, right? And he literally showed up in like sweats and running shoes, and then would not stop talking about like college and his fraternity. And I was like, bro, we're 25, like, we graduated, Like
so he's
4
still
years
in
ago.
the frat boy phase, clearly.
I was like, at this point, we graduated like 4 years ago. It's a little embarrassing. Like, yes, I talk about college, but I talk about like, oh, when I was an undergrad, and he talks about it as if he was doing it yesterday.
Who knows? Maybe he was.
Maybe. And I was like, no, thank you, sir. He went to ASU, and I was like,
Oh, that's known to be a party school.
Yeah.
Apparently. Yes.
yes. I was like, that explains a lot.
But yeah, I guess that's a red flag. No.
Yeah.
No fratties.
No more fratties. Can't do it. Can't do it.
What would you say is like your age range for dating men?
I would go 1 year below me. So if I'm going to be 26, then 25. The most I would go right now would be 30.
Yeah.
That's 4 years
I think I'm the
above.
same wavelength. I think a year younger, which I mean, I did date someone a year younger than me. And then I think the oldest like 28, 29. But then 30 is like right over.
Yeah, because I mean, well, 30 is 4 years, and I've been in a relationship with somebody who was, what, 3 years older than me? And there is a gap. Like, you can tell that there is a gap sometimes generationally. And
There's like some generational stuff too.
Yeah, there's like generational things where we would be like, oh, we don't think the same. But at the same time, because we were still close enough in age, it was like, no, yeah, I don't know, because everyone says I'm very mature for my age.
We're
That-
old souls.
Yeah, that people were like, no, like, you don't feel like you're 26.
I feel like I'm 50.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm in the same belt. I think like the highest age is like, I want to say 20, 29.
I will say, not like a first date experience or anything, but it was with a guy that I was dating. I think you know this, that I was at his apartment, and when I tried to use the restroom that morning, it was locked. And I'll tell you off camera about it if you haven't heard it before. So, I'm sorry, Mom and Dad, that you're going to hear this. I was sleeping over at his apartment, and I woke up to go to the bathroom to get ready for work in the morning, and I went to go open the door for the bathroom, and the bathroom was locked, and somehow it had locked from the inside, and we could not get the bathroom door open.
What the paranormal activity is this?
I think one of us had just accidentally closed the door like in the middle of the night.
I don't know. That sounds very paranormal. I'm
And
sorry.
we couldn't get the door to open, and the door was literally like jammed, like it was jammed. So I had to go pee at the Rite Aid or like the Ralph's
Oh, that's so rough,
down the
bro.
street, and then I had to like come back, get ready for work, go to work. He had to go to work, goes to work, comes home. Him and his dad, I think, had to like take off the doorknob, like fully take off the doorknob, and then we had to like tape the door so nobody could actually like close the door anymore.
Oh my god.
That was like one of our first time of like me being at his apartment too.
That's rough.
Yeah. And that was like,
But that's very paranormal.
and I didn't think it was paranormal. I just thought it was like a funny thing that had
It's
happened.
funny. It's absolutely hilarious. But
Yeah.
I also think that I'm like,
And then when his
how
friends
did it
came
lock,
over,
bro?
when his friends came over like 2 weeks later, they were like, "Bro, why is there tape on your door?" And then he had to go tell the story about how we had locked ourselves out of the bathroom.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
His apartment had a lot of issues. Remember the guy I was dating that never got me a birthday present?
No.
Yeah. There was a year.
It's okay. I had friends forget my birthday this year.
Are they really friends?
It's crazy. I think, it's like what I talked about in therapy today. I think it's just more like realizing there's certain people that served only a certain chapter of my life. So the chapter's concluded and they're not coming with me. They unfortunately be concluded with that chapter of that book.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with it. I'm definitely fine now. Like, I wasn't mad. You saw me. Like,
Yeah.
I wasn't really tripping.
But you also
But I
kind of
was just
expected it.
I was kind of stunned because it more, like, I guess that was the final message in my brain of, like, okay, I guess is where
Yeah.
the value and importance is.
Yeah.
And then again, so that's why I was just like, okay, like, maybe this is my not sign, but, like, maybe this was the final moment of, like, concluding this chapter.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. And
Yeah.
obviously I still wish everyone the best and I hope they're okay, but that whole, like, that just all disintegrated kind of on its own. it was really natural.
Which is good.
That's why I think it was easier for me to let it go too. Like with them, like them just being like no longer part of my life or not serving me part of my life anymore.
Yeah. Which, to go back to the guy that didn't get me a birthday present, it's not that I expect anything. Like, I don't expect any type of lavish gift.
Flag.
But a card, flowers, a note, Starbucks gift card.
It's a red flag.
You know? And then to lie to me and be like...
Lie? Oh,
yes,
that's a full
you know
flag.
this. You know this story.
I want to say I do, but I don't.
Yeah, and then he lied and was like, "Oh, it's just coming in the mail. Like, it's just late." And then
is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so I was right.
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah. And then, you know, for a month later, for it to still not be here, and I'm like, "Why? Like, why lie?"
That's such a red flag.
Just
don't
be like,
lie.
"Look, I'm sorry, I couldn't get you anything, but can I buy you lunch for your birthday? Like, whatever you want. Can I buy you Chick-fil-A, Starbucks? Like, you know."
Like, literally for, like, there's sometimes I even tell in advance. Not you, though, because I always get you a gift. But for other people and my family, I get them gifts. But for other people, if I'm not able to get them, I let them know prior. I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, I cannot get you a gift, just money. Or, like, I'm like, can I at least take you out or something like that? And that's totally fine. Like, that's what I say in advance. So they don't expect something, but just more like, hey, can I give you an alternative?
The ring that I got you for your birthday, the lady finally responded after I messaged her again yesterday that it got lost in transit and that she was going to send me another one. And I was like, please just cancel and refund me my money.
Yeah, at this point, refund. It's fine. I'm good. I'm still good. I got the rings. It's because, like, so unfortunately one of my anxiety rings died and I needed something to fidget with my fingers.
Yeah.
So, like, she was trying to get me a new anxiety ring. And I've been wearing decoy ones that make me feel like they're not like anxiety rings, just a regular ring. And I like them, but I'm just like, no.
Yeah.
But it's fine. I'll probably...
Maybe I can find you a really nice one in Japan.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I'm going to look for that.
Okay.
That's good.
She found her own solution.
Yeah. But yeah, I was so mad. I was like, I'm stupid. No.
So then would you say that's a red flag?
What, lying?
Not lying. Lying's a red flag.
I was like, yes.
But I meant like gift, like where does the gift giving is like, is that expected? Is that a green flag or a red flag?
Oh, okay. Great question. So that kind of goes into like my love languages. So my love language is gift giving and like gift receiving. And I've told all my partners this and like guys that I've dated. It's not that I expect big, expensive, lavish gifts. I anticipate and I would expect a thoughtful gift. So even if you didn't get me anything, you buy like flowers, right? Like you would buy me flowers or you'll just write me a note. And to me, that is more meaningful than like the gift that you give me, even though the gifts that you give me are amazing.
I'm the standard.
You know, you get me very personalized gifts and they're amazing all the time. But if you didn't do that, or you said one year like, hey, I just don't have the money for it, but I wrote you a card and like I handpicked whatever the message was on the card specifically for you, I'd have been like, oh my God, I love you.
What's funny is that none of them have any words in there. It's literally all my writing.
Yeah, they're always all her writing.
They're all blank.
But no, like I know that sometimes you will literally go through like Amazon or you'll go and like, you know, you'll pick. Remember you'll like pick specific cards because you're like, oh, it reminded me of this person.
Yeah,
like you've done that before.
I studied these people, guys,
and like that is more meaningful to me for you to be like, hey, I picked up this flower on the way home because it reminded me of you and I thought it was really pretty. I'd be like, wow.
So I think it's just like, would you say it's a green flag for them understanding your love languages perimeters?
Yes. Yeah, because I feel like gift giving gets such a negative connotation. It's like, oh, all you care about is money, and I'm like, no, I don't care how much it costs.
Y'all know how broke we are.
Like, spend $5, spend $500. I'm gonna love that $5 gift because you thought of me just as much as I will love the $500 gift.
Yeah, I think it's the little things. It's like, it's kind of showing that you're more appreciative of the little things compared to the big things, which is always good to have as a trait in as a person. And I think I'm very similar. I always appreciate the little things. That's why, for at least my circle, I take note of their likes and dislikes. It's kind of like studying them in perms, but I just want to know what they like. So like if they're having a shitty day or something, I want to make them feel better. I'll go out of my way to do that because I know they'll do the same for me.
What's the love language where it's like action, like you do things for people?
It's not quality time. It's like affirmations, quality time, gift giving, or stuff like that. Shit, what is it? Acts of service.
Acts of service. I think your biggest ones are acts of service and words of affirmation.
Yeah, I agree. I do definitely agree. And a little bit of physical touch. I like.
Yeah.
To some extent, because I also hate being touched.
Yeah.
It depends on the person.
That's why I'm like for you, I think it's acts of service for sure. Like if you're gonna say something, follow through on it. And when people don't follow through, like that's when it really counts.
That's when, yeah. If people fall off that, I get pissed. Now I get pissed. I usually let them go and like let them give a free pass so easily. But now it's more like, no, this is not how it works here. If you're not going to reciprocate energy, I would like to not have you in my life anymore.
Yeah.
Like it needs to be reciprocated. Actions speak louder than words. You could tell me everything I want to hear, but if your actions are telling me the complete opposite, then you really don't give a shit. Sorry. I don't need that in my life anymore. Like that's just tiring, and I'm not here to play games and shit.
Yeah.
I think it's the same perimeter of dating. I hate. All right, can we talk about the apps?
Like, you've been on multiple apps?
No, I've been on I've only been on Hinge.
Oh, okay.
And now Hinge, I don't have Hinge anymore. You've been on Hinge.
I thought you downloaded Coffee Meets Bagel.
No.
Oh.
Thought about it, but then I've heard like shit reviews too.
Oh. I've only been on Hinge.
But yeah, so I just think it's funny, and I've been seeing it a lot on my TikTok lately, and I just want to bring it up because I think it's funny and just thinks about all the jokes that I see now when people put like want a long-term commitment but figuring out dating goals or shit like that, or like their it's like I'm down to hook up, but like I'm looking for a lifetime partner. I was like, what the fuck do you want then? This isn't a road trip. Like pick one and be serious, like seriously. And it's like when people are like, I don't know if I'm ready for a relationship, I'm like, what are you waiting for, your hair to freaking recede? Like what is going on? Like I'm being for real. I'm being so for real. Like what are you waiting for? Like what are you waiting for? Like like that's the jokes I've been seeing, like your hair freaking to recede, or like hurry up, I don't got all day.
Yeah. You know what I hate? There's so much mixed messaging that I see on TikTok, and it's like, oh, 3 months in, like you should know if you're dating or not dating, or 3 months in, like you should already be boyfriend and girlfriend by now. And it's like, chill. What if 3 months in I've only been on 3 dates? I can only go on a date once a month.
Yeah, like a schedule agenda. Like it's not the same. Like I also am tired of like all these games where people are like, oh, if he talks to you not that much, that means he's into you, and all this bullshit. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Like, no, like if you want me, just fucking say it, and like let's work a relationship. Like I'm not here to play dilly-dally games of like being like, oh, I'm ready for a relationship and I want this, and then all of a sudden do a fucking 360 and be like, I don't know, it's not you, it's me, I need to work on these things, I think I'm still hung up on my some shit, like something. And I'm like, then what are we here for? Like, I think it's funny. Like, I kind of want to sometimes call out all these men where they're like, I'm ready for this, but like this. I'm like, then what are you waiting for? Like, this is not a ride. Like, this is not a trivia.
Get on and get off.
Yeah, like, get on, stay, or get the fuck off and don't waste my time. Like, like,
yeah.
Freaking, I still think the funniest joke, though, was like, the hair receding, which is true, sorry, but like what do you waiting for, to be fully bald or partially bald? Like, yeah, I think the partially bald will do you a lot better than being fully bald. Unless girls like bald men, power to you.
No, I mean, I've definitely experienced those guys where it's like they do that 360. That one pisses me off.
There's a lot of
that one's so annoying.
It's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay.
But like, why put the time and effort
just to play you,
just to be like, oh, just kidding, bye? And I was over here like, yeah, I'll give you time and space and attention, and then he was like, bye, and I was like, I'm so confused.
No, I leave more confused at the end because it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
I'm just like, what happened? Like, I'm just lost in the sauce. But then after that, at the end, they're like, they like the fun and games and all that. And I'm like, I'm not there anymore. I want someone to be okay with sitting with me and just like enjoying each other's company and like wanting to build a life and go explore the world. Not.
You know how many guys have told me like, oh, you're just like different than other girls I've dated, but then they still like leave, and I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? I'm different, but not different enough for you to be like, you want me?
No, I don't know. I don't even know. I mean, I've never gotten that. I've gotten more you're so intimidating that you got your life like figure it out, which in some aspect I do, in some aspect I don't, but it's because I come off a little too strong. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm giving you the DL.
Yeah.
Like, this is who I am, take it or leave it. Like, I don't have time for the, what's your fucking favorite color? I'm like, you're gonna find out it's blue, but my palette is black. Like,
yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm fine talking about all the little stuff, but it's like, I'm at that age where I'm like, okay, we need to talk about the serious stuff. Like, what do you want in the future? What do you want in a partner? What are you looking for your hairline and recede or not? Like,
yeah,
this is not, like, I'm tired of that crap. Like, I don't need that games and trivia and trying to figure out a man's brain.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't understand. No, it's like, the amount of guys that have been like, you're different than most girls, or like you're different than other girls, or you're mature for your age, or I don't know, it's just easy to talk to you, but then they leave and I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that information at this point. Am I good?
You are good.
Is being different mean that I'm good than the other girls that you've dated?
You're a bad bitch.
Is being different mean that I'm bad compared to the other girls that you've dated?
You bad bitch.
Are you just not able to handle that I'm different and potentially secure for you? I think it's that. I think it's that they're not ready to feel like safe or I don't fucking know.
Like, I don't know, for me, I think because I'm such a, like, how I take care of you, the nurturing thing. Like, I want to, like, help them. I want to, as much as they should help me, like, I want to build our lives together.
Yeah.
As individuals and then come together. Apparently that's super scary. I mean, I'm scared too, but like, I want to do it with you, stupid. I picked you out of all the other fuckers. I could have said no.
Oh, that's the thing that pissed me off with the last one. I was like, you could have just said no.
Yeah,
you
don't
could have
waste
just
my
not
time.
asked.
Just be like, hey, this is not the vibe. I'm like, okay, great. Good luck to you. Isn't that hard? That's apparently super hard.
Yeah. Makes me mad.
Whatever.
He was like, I wasn't really looking to date. And I was like, so then why'd you ask?
I like how it turns into a tangent for both of us about dating and the apps. The apps turned into a whole dark hole now.
I think the apps is what I wanted to say about it.
Okay.
About Hinge. There's some funny shit on these apps, dude.
Oh yeah, there is.
Like,
there's some that are really comedic that, like, I'm watching with pure entertainment.
There's some where, like, their pictures are just really weird.
Dude, like, no more. Like, what is going on?
There's one that, like, never showed his face. It was just a bunch of cats. And I
got a lot of black screens.
I got like memes, and I was like, this is showing me a personality, but I need to see a person. Like, I don't know what your face looks like. You could be a serial killer at this point.
Yeah,
I think you're all serial killers. Like, if you, and there was one guy that was like really pushy about, let me pick you up, and I was like, no, I don't know you.
First dates, do you let the guy pick you up?
God, no. You're not coming to my house. You're not going to know where I live. I will meet you in a location that is very open with good lighting, especially if it's at night. And I better know what your face looks like before I get there. Yeah,
I'm the same. I'm a big person of, like, and they ask why. I tell you straight up, I'm like, I'm still getting to know you. Safety. I would feel more comfortable just meeting you there. And some respect it, and some were like, why? I'm like, do you not understand what I just said?
Yeah, one guy got really insecure. He's like, I promise I'm not going to hurt you. I was like, that is something that somebody that would hurt me would say.
Yeah, I'm just like,
I am a female in this world. I will tase your ass.
It's hard to be a female in this day and age. Let's bring it that too. There's a lot of catcalling. There's a lot of, like, for women at least, we have to come with weapons, and we have to go mentally prepared of, like, checking our surroundings and all this stuff. It's so annoying.
Don't get me wrong, men get harassed and abused as well, but
that's 1,000%
not
true.
Statistically at the rate that women do.
Yeah, so it's just unfortunate. Like, we have to think about these in the back of our minds, and like,
and the fact that these men are like, why? And I'm like, are you stupid, or are you just trying to get me to be mad at you? I don't know. Like, are you not trying to get to this first date? Because we won't.
But yeah, I drive myself first. The first few rounds, to be honest.
I was gonna say, when would you let someone start picking you up?
That I feel like they're serious. Low-key. Honestly, like, there's some people I went on dates with, I didn't even let them pick me up at all, because I'm just like, it's easier to link up in the middle. Don't drive all the way over here because, like, I'm here. I genuinely think, I think when I feel like there's a serious commitment, then yeah. Otherwise, no.
There There was one guy that lived pretty far, and I was like, hey, we can meet like closer in the middle. And he was like, no, I like coming to Orange County. He wasn't even in Orange County. And he was like, no, I like coming to Orange County. I'm always in Orange County, so like I don't mind it. And I was like, okay, fine. Like this commute's only like 20 minutes for me. It's like half an hour for you. But yeah. Cool. And then there are some people that it's like, oh, I'll go into your city one day, and like you can come into my city the next.
Yeah, but it was a rotation. There was for my last guy, the last person I dated, we did it like kind of like a rotation. Where we met in LA. That was kind of the middle.
Yeah.
Or I drive down here, or they'll go up there. Oh fuck!
What
my leg, my foot cramp.
Oh Jesus!
Shit, that was a little rough. I caught it right before it was about to cramp.
There was one guy that like by date 4, I was like, okay, you can pick me up now. Like, I know you. I've been talking to you. We've been FaceTiming. Like, I feel comfortable with you. Like, you can start picking me up.
I think it's just I'm a little bit more guarded per se, or I feel like I'm not fully. I think it's just like also not fully open thing. Like I'm like I don't know. You still haven't gave me everything yet. I felt like okay, I'll let you pick me up.
There was one guy that wouldn't even open the car door for me. I was like, decency, please.
Hey, it's like my parents say, like, this, honestly, our generation of dating is kind of shit.
Yeah.
It really is, and it sucks. Like, a lot of it's gone worse. And it's just going a little downhill a little bit more, which is fine. I mean, I'm not really intently looking anymore at all.
Yeah.
I don't think I am, if I'm being honest. But yeah, no, I agree with them that unfortunately our generation of dating is ass.
Yeah, but it's so funny because like the guys that I'll date, like they don't open the car door for me. Maybe they like walk into the restaurant first or something. But then like I have these 2 coworkers who are the sweetest guys on the planet. They will always make sure that they open the door for me. They will always make sure that I'm the first one to walk through the door, and like they'll hold it. They'll always make sure that they are on the right side of the sidewalk, whichever that is. Like they purposely are like, no, like move. And then I'm like, oh, like thank you. And they're both married.
It's the sidewalk rule. I actually know that. My dad actually brought that up to me. There's like a sidewalk rule. He's like, make sure that when you're walking on the street, see if the man goes to the side where all the vehicles are and everything. That says a lot. And I remember my dad telling me that. I agree on that sidewalk rule. Like, I honestly test people out when I'm walking. I don't say anything. I just kind of let it happen. And then it's kind of like, all right, are you going to go on that side or not?
Yeah. Yeah. But, of course, the ones that are the good ones are married. Married or in, like, committed, serious relationships, engaged, whatever the fuck.
I don't know.
Congratulations on your soon-to-be marriage and your soon-to-be baby. 2 separate people.
But what's it called? Yeah. That's dating, guys. It's a little shit show. Hope you enjoyed that.
Yay. This is a great question. I don't know if you've ever thought about this, but if you could date, like, in any time period, like, have you ever considered what time period you would date in?
A better generation than this. Honestly, I think kind of like that timeline where people had, I don't know. I just know it would be in a generation where, I think it would be cool to do like love letters and shit. I'm that corny.
I was gonna say like sometime like in my grandma's like 30s to 50s.
Like you gotta drive or spike or skateboard to their house, like kind of like the old school love where it's like, that's kind of how it all started. I mean, I think I hear the stories from my parents when they were together and just like how it was. I think I would love to be in that way with some adjustments, but
for sure
I think that and writing love letters and all that shit, like I think I would fit that vibe 100%.
Yeah, like my grandfather made mistakes, so with adjustments, right? But he would wait outside my grandma's house, like after she got off.
Say Anything, the movie.
Like he would wait for her and be like, "Will you go out with me?" And she was like, "No." And he would just come by every day.
That's goated.
Almost every day, I think. And he would be like, "Will you go out with me?" And she kept saying no until finally her friends were like, "Just go out with him." And she was like, "Fine, I guess." Like she was so not into him, but he was so into her.
I love it.
Yeah.
Goated.
Yeah.
Grandpa's goated.
I mean, homeboy did some things, but, with adjustments. That would be the time period,
Yeah, I
like,
think.
Write letters. Let's go to I guess a bar, but like a bar back then, like in the 40s or 50s,
No, I get you.
Yeah. The women didn't have to wear big ass skirts anymore. Like they could wear pants and flats and stuff, and they had some rights and shit, but at the same time, it was like the music was so like vibey, and you could dance to like fun little like jazz or something. And
you dapper.
Yeah, dapper. That's a good way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've always thought about that. I'm like, I want to date back then. Not necessarily my parents, like not in the 80s or 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. All right.
Thank you for watching this
life advice.
Episode. Oh yeah.
You gotta remember, we gotta end it always that way.
I don't even think we ended our Disney episode with life advice.
No, because I think the heat got to us.
The heat really did get to us, you guys. I'm so sorry. We look like a mess.
But I hope you enjoy that one too. It's a little bit crazy.
This one is too.
Yeah.
Until we finally just bunkered down.
Yeah.
Life advice. I don't know. I feel like we keep repeating the same type of life advice for dating, potentially.
Not even dating. Let's just do a generic. Do you, boo? But like,
you go, Felicia.
Go, Felicia. Go, Keisha. But honestly, I'm being serious. Like, go do you. Go live your life. Don't wait on anyone. Take care of yourself. As much as we try to look like, if anyone watching thinks that we have it all together,
I hope you know by now that we don't.
No,
absolutely not.
But like that's okay, and like here we are as examples that we're here trying to figure it out, and it's okay to like not have everything figured out.
Yeah,
it will happen as it comes. There's no timeline. Don't compare yourself to other people. Mm-hmm. That's all I got. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Yeah, I will say, in talking a little bit more about like dating advice and stuff, as we mentioned, we both wish that we would get over things quicker than we have. Mm-hmm. And I will say that I am a believer at this point that things will just happen when they need to happen. Mm-hmm. Like stop trying to force yourself, because then you're only going to get angry at the outcome. Mm-hmm. So let it happen. Things are naturally going to die or pick up where they need to in life. And I think trying to force yourself to be like, it has to happen today or it has to happen tomorrow is only going to stress you out more. Like, it's been stressing me out. There's something that I need to cut off and get rid of. And I'm like, okay, this is clearly not working.
Yeah. And also, if the universe gives you a message on that, if you're like asking the world, take it.
Yeah.
It's probably telling you.
But like, if things are just dying, let them die. Like, stop trying to revive them if they're dying.
Let die. Dun, dun. Sorry.
But that's the other thing too. Like, if it's dying, like, why try to revive it if you already know that it's going to die or that it should die?
Again, it kind of goes into maybe the chapters concluding. We leave it there. We leave them in the past.
Yeah. Yeah. Take care of yourself first.
Mm-hmm.
You might hurt people, but take care of yourself first, and the ones that are real will stay.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Thanks so much for listening for the most chaotic episode 9 that we've experienced. I hope you enjoy pop culture, some dating apps, dating stories.
Red flag, green flag.
Yeah.
Sounds like red light, blue light, green light.
Honestly, it's kind of like the episode 9 is a little bit of everything and other things too. I think that will be the title.
Yeah. Nothing and everything.
Nothing and everything, honestly. But please share, like, and subscribe to our YouTube and Spotify.
Oh, she got it today.
I know. I did not. Usually I don't. And I usually rock off and I'm done. But please, thank you so much for the endless support for those who do listen and watch. I hope you enjoy. I hope you enjoy the stories. I hope you enjoy the chaos.
Yeah. Who knows if this is our last podcast for the season. There may be some other things that come out here and there. So just be patient with us.
Yeah.
And stick around.
This is on our timeline too.
Yeah. Our timeline, not yours.
But we appreciate, honestly, the constant support. So thank you so much for those who do watch it.
Thanks,
fun fact.
Mom.
I know. Thanks, parentals. Thanks, James, my brother-in-law. Watches it every single morning when he goes to work. I love it. I was so baffled when he told me that. I was like, oh my God, that's iconic. But thank you, everyone, family, friends, and others. We appreciate everything.
Little baby heart.
That's lame. Anyways, have a good rest of your day.
Good night.